So the big game of the weekend is the game between Liverpool and Arsenal. That's the biggest game of the weekend. Now, that game, I do not see Liverpool winning it. No. As a matter of fact, Arsenal is going to win that game. Either by 2 goals to nothing or 2 goals to 1, if not more. And this is my reasons. Liverpool hasn't actually been tested per se this season. Liverpool has not been tested yet. For Man City, of course, Man City got a test against Tottenham last weekend, and you know how you ended 2-0 against Man City. And that was not a managed kind of win, like you managed to win. No. Tottenham actually dealt with City and showed City that you are still nothing from what we were last season. But the game against Liverpool and Arsenal, of course, Arsenal is going away and playing at the home of Liverpool at Anfield. Liverpool has played 2 matches so far. Won 2 matches, scored how many goals now? 7 goals. And they have conceded 2 goals in the first game, 2 goals in the second game, conceded 4 goals. So Liverpool have like plus 3 goals and 6 points, which is good. And who did they play to get these points? Liverpool played Bournemouth, which is a mid-table team, if not a relegation team. Bournemouth is a mid-table team per se. And what happened in the game against Bournemouth? Liverpool, first game of the season, Liverpool started off with 2 goals lead. Excellent start off. Before you could say Jack Robinson, Semino, who was racially insulted or abused in that game, got the both equalizers. It was 2-2. Guess what? It was end of the match, 80-something minutes before Liverpool went ahead and took the lead. And then Mohamed Salah made it 4-2 at the closing minutes of that game. At extra time, I think at 92 or 94 minutes. That's the Liverpool this season. Then, as though that was just a mistake and Liverpool just showed their color and then of course came and grabbed the win, we relaxed. Their second game was against Newcastle. And then we said that game was going to be important because these 2 teams are tussling for Alexander Isak, right? Liverpool wants to buy Alexander Isak and Newcastle is not ready to release him yet and they still want to keep him. Anyway, that's a story for another day. The tussle is still on. And Isak has refused to play for Newcastle till date. And it's costing them. I mean, their first game against Aston Villa, they would have won that game if Isak was in that game. And their game against Liverpool, they would have beaten Liverpool if Isak was in that game too. Now, Liverpool led with 2 goals, even with the red card. Second half, it was 2-0. And Newcastle were a player down and 2 goals down. What then happened? Newcastle went all the way and pulled it back to a 2-2 draw. In the 90th minute, it was still 2-2. In the 95th minute, it was still what? 2-2. This was a 9-man Newcastle, 2-2 draw in the 95th minute. Even though that 11 minutes extra was given in that game, Newcastle would have pulled off a 2-goal draw with a 9-man in the team for the whole 45 minutes and more. So what then happened? 95th minute, and his slots introduced Rio Ngamoha. Rio Ngamoha comes in, and his first touch of the ball was an open, unmarked, sweetly passed ball, laid perfectly for him to give a perfect finish. And the 16-year-old wiped the ball into the net at the 100th minute. That was 90 plus 10 minutes, 1 minute to the end of the extra time that was given. And what then happened? That's how Liverpool won that match. So you look at these 2 scenarios. Liverpool struggled. They play well in first half. Second half, they struggled to keep on with the lead. Mohamed Salah has been a shadow of himself. And then, I wouldn't say Arsenal as the best side, but Arsenal this season has faced Crystal Palace. I would say Crystal Palace, even if you say they're a mid-table team, they are still up there in the mid-table team. And Crystal Palace gave them a run for their money, right? Was it Crystal Palace Arsenal played? Oh, it was Chelsea that played Crystal Palace, sorry. It was Chelsea that played Crystal Palace. Arsenal, their first match, who did they play? Can't even remember. And then the second match of Arsenal, which was against Aston Villa. Aston Villa has not been tested. Arsenal has not been tested. Arsenal played Aston Villa, who were beaten 3-0 by Sunderland, who are relegation-bound team, so to say, because they just got promoted. So, if a team that just got promoted could beat Aston Villa 3-0, then Arsenal beating them 5-0 or 6-0 shouldn't really be a big deal. I don't know if I'm mixing all this up, but yeah. But at the same time, despite Bukayo Saka having an injury and I think Odegaard having an injury, Arsenal has got a better squad. Eze is there. Eze has not been tested yet, and he's not new in the EPL. He understands his place in the EPL. And Arsenal have a better squad than they do had last season, and even better experienced. So we expect a good win from Arsenal against Liverpool, because Liverpool has been shabby. Do not forget that Arsenal has not conceded any goal yet. They have scored 6 unreplied goals. Yes. Yeah, Arsenal's first match was against Man United. And if you think that was not a test, but with what Man is playing of recent, of course, they're again with Fulham, you actually probably expect that probably haven't been a good test for us now. But yeah, at the same time, you know what Arsenal is. Arsenal is a team who, however you see it, if they are not the best, they're always second best. So at least for the past few seasons. So Arsenal will go ahead and beat Liverpool. I'm very sure of that, you know, and we hope for the best.